In today's episode, we visit eastern Wyoming where vast prairies give way to the towering peaks of the Bighorn National Forest. We also experience Wyoming in the most authentic way possible at a real working cattle ranch.
We're on the way to Buffalo, Wyoming, which is where the TA ranch is, which we're staying at tomorrow night. We were supposed to stay one more night in South Dakota, but we decided to come out here to Wyoming and really check this area out. Driving in, we got a little concerned because the sky ahead looks very, very hazy, and there are a lot of wildfires in California and Oregon, and the air from the wildfires with the smoke tends to kind of blow into Wyoming and just kind of sit in the valleys here. We just checked out fireweather.gov, and luckily there are no smoke plumes over this part of the country yet, but we're going to keep an eye out and see how things develop.
We're finding all of these cool locally made crafts and art galleries in this town called Buffalo. It's on the Place of National Historic Registry. It's amazing.
So we arrived in Wyoming earlier today. We previously had a reservation in Custer, which we forfeited because we weren't really vibing with the area that much. And we didn't have anything planned for today in Wyoming, so we just came up here, checked iOverlander, which is a great app for finding free campsites. And tonight's our first night camping on BLM land. And we found this spot just west of Buffalo, Wyoming. It's a cow pasture, and there's a few other rigs here. This is our spot for the night. It's absolutely gorgeous. The van is behind me, and the best part is the view. Bighorn Mountains in the background. It is stunning. What a spot to camp, huh? We're hiking in a national forest today. A lot of people love coming out to national parks and seeing those spectacular grand views that are highly advertised and all over Instagram. But with that come large crowds, a lot of trash, a lot of loud people who don't really come to the nature to enjoy nature. They're oftentimes there just to check a national park off their list. So places like this are truly a treasure. We've been only seeing super nice people. It's very quiet, and it's a treat.
And guess what? It's just as dramatic as Grand Teton National Park. There's at least, and I haven't even checked the map fully, at least 113er here and many, many, many big mountains. So yeah, this is the place to come.
We're walking through Ponderosa pine forest, very dominant tree species here in Wyoming.
It's so magical. We're about to walk through a meadow.
We're at around 8,000 feet.
There's like daisies out there too.
So we got to a brook crossing, and there is no bridge. Trying to figure out how we can cross.
Safely, we're not.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think it's happening.
well, there was that other log back there. well, we can't really cross. I didn't bring my hiking poles. Lesson is always bring hiking poles. I thought, well, surely it's not really a steep hike. I'm not gonna bring them, but this is our only option to cross. And you can't really do it without poles, and it's a very thin log. So we might just have to turn around.
With a peach on this delicious ciabatta. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's it. Let's add. Okay. This should be the trifecta. Mmm. That's excellent.
This is all local products from South Dakota area. We have something super exciting in store for tonight. We are taking a break from van life and we are staying at a ranch in Wyoming, a super authentic experience. Can't wait to share all of this experience with you guys.
The ranchers at TA Ranch raise horses for some high-stake clients. We were lucky enough to attend a horse whisperer demonstration where they were training a young and promising filly.
If you don't, sometimes, that's why a lot of people throw saddles from the left and not the right, although you should throw it from both sides just to make sure that your horse is nice and safe and sound, because they won't connect if you throw a saddle from the right. That is the same object as what they're seeing on the left.
Mike is the trainer on the horse, and he is being assisted by Tucker, who is acting as cattle for the filly's training.
Following, cutting across and seeing a cow.
She's wanting to hop.
She's hopping up and coming over, and so that's why Mike at the beginning started off with, instead of having her straight cut across, he was backing her up and schooling her a little bit so that she knows
To stay in frame, stay in position. And then when she wanted to really hop, I turned her around and made her think about getting busy, and then I let her go back on to Tucker, and she worked awesome. I was really pleased with that
really
work.
good.
That was a lot better than last night by far.
Yep.
She is a sweetheart. She loves everybody.
We're on an actual real cattle ranch for the night in Wyoming. It's called TA Guest Ranch. It's just south of Buffalo, Wyoming, and absolutely amazing so far. We got a horse whisperer demonstration over in a corral with a 4-year-old filly. She was so good, so beautiful, did everything perfectly, and they're really happy with her progress. Then they took us over because they released the cattle, or the horses, over in the pen for the night to go and graze up on the pastures, which is something they do here. They just let them go. They run across the ranch, they do their thing, and that's how people have their horses out here in Wyoming.
Good morning from TA Ranch.
We're going horseback riding, and I'm laughing because Anton just said we were going biking.
Clearly I want to go biking.
We'll go biking, honey, don't worry.
But
We
I'm
got
super excited. It's been a couple of years since we've gone horseback riding, so it's going to be nice to get back on the horse.
So a little interesting story. Anton's one and only time we've ever gone horseback riding was when we first started dating. His birthday was coming up, and I wanted to, instead of getting him something like an actual physical thing that he needed, I wanted to give him an experience. So I took him horseback riding, and for weeks I was taunting him with a surprise adventure.
All right, so you guys can step in.
All right. So we are on our horses.
Catch up.
There is a herd of bison right there.
Out of sight, out of mind.
What kind of cut across it? But it's mostly used as a cowboy remedy for like dry, stuffy noses, especially in the winter. If you have a stuffed up nose, you just take the sage and you crumple it up and you shove it up in there.
Yeah.
And it
It
really
smells good, too.
yeah, oh, it smells so good. With performance horses, you get them done fast. Every day, 12 hours a day, you're working them, trying to get 100% improvement every single day. And so a lot of times with performance horses, they have this thing called like breaking. And so the horse's mind will pretty much just break. And that's what happened to Chico, is he got like 75% way through his training and then he just broke. And you can just see it, like if you come up to him a little bit, yeah, he's always just kind of on edge, a little skittish, but he's always super safe because, you know, he's learned that like you don't really, the person on top is the person that I need to be looking after, and humans aren't the problem. It's just I don't know what's happening to me right now. And so he's skittish, but he just tenses up and he doesn't freak out and pull back like other horses.
He'll like huff and puff if he gets really nervous, I noticed. Yeah.
After our horseback ride, we departed TA Guest Ranch for Western Wyoming and the Grand Tetons.